Hello, I'm Pete Lewis, Mayor of Auburn, and welcome to another edition of Discover Auburn. I've got a really interesting treat for you here today. I've got Chantelle Herburger here from the Outlet Collection. Now, you might know that by another name. It used to be Supermall, but we call it the Outlet Collection now with good reason. Now, Chantelle, the mall started off as Supermall, but it's changed. And it's going to have a new look and feel. What's going on out there?
Oh, what's going on? That's a big question. It's actually a $35 million question. Let's put it that way. There's a lot going on at the center, which is becoming the Outlet Collection, which you stated, formerly the Supermall. It's going to change all the way from the tile on the ground, the paint on the walls, the storefront entrances, our entrances into the mall. And what everyone's most excited about are the different tenants that we will be bringing in. There'll be a higher quality, higher end fashion, internationally known retail tenants. We actually have a whole section for them that we used to call it our food court. And I'm sure you knew that it was very themed, centric, circus feel, and now it's actually going to be designer row. Classy, modern, floor-to-ceiling glass storefronts, and then you might be asking where our food court is now. It's not closed. We did open it. It's over in our dining emporium. So you asked what we're doing, and yes, we are changing the footprint too a little bit over and beyond just the aesthetic appeal. Our dining emporium has moved to in between Marshall's and Vision Quest. It wasn't a high trafficked area for a lot of our shoppers. It was kind of a low traffic. There was hard to get access from the exterior of the center. So we decided to move the food court there, which we're changing the name to the Dining Emporium. And then we needed a way to get there, which is easier access. So again, changing the footprint of the mall, we added that connector, which goes from Burlington Coat Factory all the way to the other side of the mall to our new Dining Emporium. So instead of walking that 7/8 of a mile all the way around, you can actually cut through the mall now and make like an infinity sign.
And I think that's really important to talk about. Now, the Supermall was completed in 1995, and I was actually I was working as a banker in the city and was on the chamber board and watched all the city debates that went on about the mall. And then the mall was built, and it was purchased by Glimcher in 1997, I believe.
Correct.
And I think a lot of people still don't know, but if they Google it, the center of the mall is hollow. Or was hollow. It was a donut.
Correct.
And the reason originally, way back when, before it was even built, that it was a donut, was originally there was supposed to be an underground truck entrance that went underneath part of the mall, came up, and would go back out again, where everybody could make their deliveries. There was a debate with the city and with the owners of the Supermall at that time over if they covered it over, it was going to cost Supermall a great deal more in fees. So they decided they didn't put in the ramp, they didn't cover it over, so they had a great spot for people to go out who worked in those stores on the inside, that they could kind of walk across concrete, but there was very little other use for it. So when I heard that they were going to make a cut through, I thought that was a great idea. So now you're going to allow for people to be able to walk through the mall, not just around the mall.
Correct.
So there's a new vision, there's a new style for the Outlet Collection. What are we talking about here?
The vision is the ultimate shopping experience. I mean, we are the largest indoor and the largest outlet center in the Pacific Northwest. So capitalizing on that vision of being the ultimate shopping experience, we're going to add that high-end fashion, modern retailer, and it's even going to go to the aesthetics of the center. So it's going to be cleaner, classier, modern. Our vision is to bring in the community members into a new center, something that they're going to fall in love with all over again. Because as the Supermall, when it opened in '95 with Incredible Universe, it was the thing. And our vision is to be the thing again in this market. We are trying to encompass about a 30-mile radius, remembering Auburn is in our backyard. We truly love our community members, and we'll keep going.
And we appreciate that.
Yes, our programs like Magical Night of Giving and Earning for Learning will still be there, but we do want to make sure that we're capitalizing on the tourism aspect of to it. We want to bring heads and beds to Auburn as well, so we're going to make sure our vision is capturing that tourism aspect as well and bringing people to the center and then exploring Auburn from there.
So you've been working on this for a bit, and this is $35 million. That's quite an investment by a company who must have a pretty strong feeling about how this is all going to work out. When do you figure this is all going to be done?
Well, we will be close to finish in October, and I say close to finish because construction, the look, the feel, a couple of the tenants will be in by October, and we will be doing a big re-grand opening. You got to come in October, and we'll kind of reintroduce everyone to the center then. But retail industry, it's really an evolutionary process. It should never be finished. We should always be moving forward. We should always be evolving. And I really think that's what happened with the Supermall. It stopped evolving, and we had to spend $35 million to get it just back on track. So what our plan is to kind of keep evolving, see what's going on in the market, and bringing those new tenants and those new experiences to the community and what they're asking for.
Wow, that sounds like it's going to be a really exciting time. So people in Auburn need to be really getting ready for that. But now, when does the food court open?
Well, the Dining Emporium.
Dining Emporium. Excuse me, but you're absolutely right.
It is okay. It is already open. It opened in February. I believe February 25th was the date. And it currently has 4 tenants in it that we move over from our old food court. We will be adding 4 more tenants, and they will be opening again come around the October date when we were grand opening. And when those names get released, we will let you know.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's when those names for the dining are released. How about when the names of some of those big brands get released? How long is that going to be?
It's soon, and I know we keep saying this. It is definitely right around the corner. We are very, very excited to release a couple of the names, probably in the next month or two, on who's coming in, and that are going to be not the anchor stores like Nordstrom Rack, Sports Authority, Burlington Coat Factory, and Marshalls, but they'll still be the smaller inlet anchor stores that we have that they'll be internationally known and well sought after. So soon.
Well, I have to admit, I've seen some of the plans, and I had no idea of what any of these names meant. And I had my executive assistant with me, and I opened it up and said, "So is this any good?" And all I kept hearing was, "Oh my, oh my, oh my." So I'm hearing that you're going to do some pretty exciting things out there, and I know that a lot of people are really looking forward to it. Now, for those, there are some dedicated mall walkers, because I had injured my knee, and I joined the mall walkers for a period of months just for rehabilitation's sake. And I had one that was complaining because not only did it make for a quicker trip, but there was food every time they went through. And I said, "So do you look at that as a bad thing?" And I said, "Well, not really. It just gives me another reason where I can stop and have a cup of coffee." But for those of you who haven't been out there and seen the new cut-through, and it cut through, you really need to take a look at this. It's already kind of giving you the idea of what's to come. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty exciting experience.
Definitely. I mean, there's 2 things. And I know I keep going back to the vision question you asked, and the tenants will come, the retailers, the stores, they're going to come, and they're going to be that value that all of the community members and our shoppers are looking for. The experience that you're talking about, that's my second big thing that we're going to capture on, making sure that our family event, Connect Kids, is happening every month. Magical Night of Giving happens every year. Earning for Learning happens every year. We don't want to lose that experience that we're adding through our events. And then aesthetically, I mean, family restrooms. We just added 2 new family restrooms to the property as well. We are very excited to kind of push through the construction process to show people what we're becoming. Now, actually this morning, I walked in through the mall, and a good 1/4 of the mall now is done with paint and tile and lighting. It's just night and day. You can walk into the Super Mall and then walk over to the outlet collection. It's an experience in itself.
So it's going to be quite an experience at the outlet collection.
Correct. It's going to be a big experience.
Wow. So folks, we've got a lot to look forward to. This is going to be pretty exciting. You ought to be going there from time to time just to see the changes coming about. I know I've been there, and it really is almost a month-to-month difference that you're seeing. So I appreciate you joining us for another edition of Discover Auburn. If you have anyone else you would like to hear from, please do give us a call and let us know. Have a good day.